Hey amazing leaders, Jules here from Flying Colours Leadership. Do you know how to hire the right person for your business? Now, a lot of leaders know, and business owners and entrepreneurs, they know how to go through the process of getting someone for their business, but most don't know how to hire effectively. So let's talk about it. The hiring process does not start when you're sitting in front of someone having an interview. There are so many things that need to happen before that. So let's go right to the beginning. When you start thinking that you need to hire someone. Now, 90% of the time, you really should have hired someone already by the time we get to the stage of, oh my God, I need help. I can't do this all on my own. But I know myself and most business owners, we usually wait until we get to that stage where we realize we can't do it all. So there are a couple of things that I talk to leaders about, that I work with one-on-one, when we're looking to hire. So when they're looking to hire for their business, I ask them questions about what do they need this person to do? What skills do they need in their business? And what do they need that's different to what they already have? Now, what I mean by that is, you know the skills you already have as a business owner, as a leader, even working in your business, even if you look at yourself as an employee. A lot of times what leaders do is they try to hire exactly the same person as them. Well, I like detail. I want someone who's high detail. Or I'm a creative. I want to hire another creative. When the reality is you don't need, the last thing you need is someone who is exactly like you. What you actually need is someone who has different skill sets to you. So what do I mean by that? I mean, if you are the heavily creative business owner, you actually need someone that's got great detail orientation. If you are the detail orientated business owner, you need that person who can think strategically and look at other things and even do different things than you. So you need to think about, well, what do you want them to do? And what type of skill set do you actually need that can propel your business forward, not just leave you where you are? Now, sometimes that skill set can be, well, actually, I'm doing all of this social media or video editing or accountancy. I'm doing my books, and I want to be doing other things. And this is where I've done this before in my business. I've went, actually, I am the creative. I want to be doing that creative stuff, but I'm bogged down in things that I don't really want to be doing and aren't the best use of my skill set. So what skills do you need? What type of task do you want that person to do? The next thing to think about is, what are the things that you're doing now that you want to let go of? Because a lot of times we actually look at, well, I could do all these extra things, right? There's all these extra things. If I hire someone to do this, they could do all these extra things. And we actually forget about what is weighing on you right now. What could you let go of if you're hiring someone else? Because the reality is you're hiring someone else because you can't do it all. So we have to really connect. I'm going to need to let go. So what are those things? And this really, if you look at those three categories, that starts to really paint a picture about what type of person you need to hire. Now that will help you to then move in to write the ad for that person. Now, sometimes it doesn't have to be complicated. Yes, you can absolutely look at getting someone through Seek. But I know a lot of business owners, clients that I have, that actually when they get clear about who they want, they actually go to their network, whether that is social media network, whether that is, other business owners, whatever that looks like, their community, and they're able to find people with really good skill set of what they need. But absolutely sharing that in, places like Seek and other places can really help to get you the person, or at least get a pool of people that could be the right person. The next stage is to then go, okay, I'm going to look at these candidates, but you have to look at them through the lens of, what skills do I need? What are the things I want to let go of? What type of person do I need for my business? If you just look at it as, who do I resonate with? A lot of times leaders, they really get confused about this. They go, who do I resonate with? We're going to resonate with people who are like us. So if you're creative or, high analytical or, all of those things, you're going to resonate with people that are like for like. So instantly you won't just go, oh yes, this is the person because I resonate with them. So don't be fooled by this. And look, I've done thousands of interviews over the years, and I spent a big chunk of time doing recruitment full time. So I know that feeling when you interview someone, but you can still get that feeling if you actually know what you're interviewing for, because you know what type of qualities you need from that person. You know what type of tasks you want them to do, and once you start looking at those resumes and start working that through, you'll be able to go, okay, these are the people who've got those skill sets. Now that also leads through to the interview. You've got to have the right interview questions, okay? And we're going to talk a lot about this. I'm going to go into a bit of detail about this in the hiring workshop that I'm doing in January. So I'll pop the link for that below if you want to jump on to actually take you through my hiring secrets workshop, how to hire the right people for your business. So we want to be asking the right questions, and again, we need to link them to the skills, the knowledge, the tasks, the qualities that we want in that person. Now, a lot of times people stop the hiring process there. Well, once I've given them an offer and they come into my business. Now, here is where I say, no, you haven't finished yet. To hire effectively includes onboarding. Now, all of my clients, they cringe when we talk about this, but I talk about it a lot because it's so important. The 4-week plan. So when you start a new team member, you need to have a 4-week plan of what are the things in those first 4 weeks that you are going to take them through. What are the most, and week 1 is the most vital stuff. It's understanding the organization. It's, understanding what their role is, those key things. But the reason why I say 4 weeks is because what we want to do is we want to layer their learning. What a lot of organizations and businesses do is they go, here's all the stuff, and taking notes, and they're so overwhelmed. Now, the reality is we don't learn that way as humans. So if you just everything to them, they're probably going to remember about 10% of that. But if you want them to not only remember, but be able to do the key tasks for their role, we have to integrate things slowly. So remember when we did that work at the start about what are the tasks that we actually want them to do? We integrate that into the 4-week plan. What are the really important things that we need to do in week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4? And during that 4-week period, we get them to repeat, we get them to try things, we give them feedback so they actually build the skill set. Now, depending on the role, 4 weeks may not be enough, but it's a really good standard amount of time to actually start to integrate someone into your team. Now, of course, there's more to it than this. I'm going to be doing more videos, and I'm going to be running a hiring secrets workshop in January where I'm going to go into a lot more detail about how to do these things well and have a fabulous plan that you can rinse and repeat for new team members. When you need to hire someone new, you can pull out your plan, tweak it for the role, and apply it. I'm all about how can we duplicate things to reduce the stress, the effort, the overwhelm of a business owner and a leader. So I'm really excited about the workshop, but I hope that's given you some tips when we are hiring and how to hire effectively for your business. So I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. What was your biggest takeaway? What's something you can utilize for your business to help you hire the right people? So have an amazing day, leaders, and I'll see you in more hiring videos.